Capitalist or communist, whoever could raise the city out of the ashes and make it theirs would have proved the power of their ideas. This dusty, ruined battleground became the prize and the proof of victory in the Cold War. The strategies of the two sides were markedly different. The Soviet Union wanted war reparations. The three Western allies did not. The Soviets covertly stripped East Germany of tools and machinery. The United States included West Germany in the Marshall Plan, which provided funds for rebuilding the shattered German state. The Soviet Union attempted to turn East Germany into a showplace for its ideas of a planned centralized economy. The United States, on the other hand, encouraged capitalism and the free market. Pressure on Stalin increased when the United States proclaimed the Truman Doctrine, which declared that America would give aid and support to peoples who were being threatened or dominated by armed minorities or outside pressures. Stalin reacted by encircling West Berlin with troops, shutting off all access by land and water, and demanding that the other powers withdraw their troops. Nothing went in or out of West Berlin. The Soviet leaders were determined to starve out the city by blockading it. The Allies then responded with the great humanitarian effort known as the Berlin Airlift.
When the Soviets blocked the accommodation ways to Berlin so that no food could reach the population, the Allies put up an airlift. A plane landed every third minute and brought food to the city.
Over 275,000 Allied flights sustained Berlin, running supplies in 24 hours a day. Life for the beleaguered citizens was still difficult, but it became possible for them to survive. The Berlin blockade grew into a public relations disaster for the Soviet Union, and it was abandoned in 1949. The East German state then allowed the regular transport of goods to West Berlin to resume. The borders between the Soviet and Allied sectors were mere checkpoints. In many places, they were just white lines painted across the street. In fact, a number of East Germans worked in the West, since the jobs were better there. Stalin seemed to be losing his grip. His bold play for Berlin gave rise to the formation of NATO, an alliance of North Atlantic nations formed to counter Soviet actions like the blockade of Berlin. The Soviets and the Americans stood toe-to-toe, locked in confrontation.